personally ended the life of the benefactor who had raised him for 20 years. Just as he was about to turn and leave, the corpse unexpectedly began to move. Then, the armor covering the body detached itself and quickly flew toward the man. With a loud sound, the armor pieces attached to his body and fused with his skin in a strange way, greedily absorbing his blood until it was satisfied. What shocked him even more was that an eye appeared in the center of the armor. The armor spoke, saying, "It's been too long. Too long." He was stunned. It could not only talk, but also read minds. It turned out that this armor possessed its own consciousness. It was once a powerful demon lord who had been sealed inside the armor by the demon god Red-Haired Ghost. Normally, it existed in a defensive form to protect its host, but once it entered attack mode, it would take human form and unleash destructive power. However, the old man's blood had been too weak to awaken it. Now that it had found a suitable host, it recognized the man as its new master. Coincidentally, the man also had a deep grudge against Red-Haired Ghost. They agreed to work together and set off to take revenge. After crossing mountains and rivers, they finally arrived at the capital of a nation called Renliang. The city was bustling with people, seemingly holding a grand festival, but the citizens' faces showed no joy. As the crowd moved, the man Kunwen followed along, until he saw a massive statue. The people in a frenzy raised their weapons, shouting loudly. He soon realized this was not a festival, it was a mobilization before war. As the war drum sounded, battle broke out. Arrows rained down from the sky, but the soldiers showed no fear. When one fell, another stepped forward. It wasn't until a dragon-like creature called Julong appeared in the sky. The situation changed. In an instant, the enemy city became a sea of fire, and the real slaughter began. The battle lasted until dawn. Kunwen finally witnessed what true war looked like. But it was not over, because the real goal of war was plunder and domination. He could hardly believe his eyes. While he was still in shock, a red-armored unit appeared. The people knelt down in fear. Curious about this mysterious force, Kunwen followed them, and along the way met a person named Xiao Juzi. Out of pity, he helped her bury her fallen companions, not realizing that this act attracted the attention of a red-armored knight. The knight, holding a huge axe, approached under the setting sun like a god of death. Kunwen and Xiao Juzi ran for their lives, but the knight pursued them relentlessly, and they barely escaped several times. When they had nowhere left to run, Kunwen drew his sword and struck, but his attack landed squarely on the knight's head without doing any harm. Instead, he was kicked hard and thrown aside. Just when he was about to die, Xiao Juzi's shout made the knight stop. The knight seemed more interested in the girl. He walked toward her slowly. The sun faded, and his steps became stiff, until finally, he stopped moving altogether. Kunwen seized the chance to take Xiao Juzi and escape. After surviving the ordeal together, the two became close friends. But just as they began to relax, a group of looters broke in, intending to kill them. It was clear, another fight for survival was inevitable.